Alrighty guys, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to solve the Rubik's Cube, but I'm going to show you guys how to solve the Rubik's Cube into this format, the honeycomb format, some people call it, where the middles are in the wrong spot. It's pretty fun to do. I recommend that if you have not done it and you're proficient at solving the Rubik's Cube, I recommend you try first. It's very challenging and it'll really test your logic levels to be able to build it like this first. But of course, if you run into troubles, watch my video. If you want to practice it and just, replicate what I'm doing, that's great too. But it is a fun way to do it, so I'm going to show you guys. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get our cross. I'm going to kind of go fast, because I imagine if you're trying to solve it like this, you already have a pretty good knowledge of how to solve the cube, and you're just trying to have fun. So I'm going to go a little faster. So I'm going to build my cross on the orange side, but first we have to know the colors. So I like to remember, with the white up, I like to remember my centers: blue, orange, green, red. So when I do this, I need it to be in that order. So we'll start with my blue. That way we don't get mixed up. So blue. Now we said orange. So the orange one is right here. So blue, orange. Oops, I'm sorry. I put that on the wrong side. There we go. Blue, orange. And now I find there's a red one. Green. So blue, orange, green, blue, orange, green. And our last one is red. So we have our blue, orange, green, red. We don't want these lined up, so we're just going to go over one. And now we just solve our cube like we kind of normally would. So red and red goes there. Green and green. And so forth. So I'm going to go through those because you guys all know this. So now we have our first layer. We're going to work on our second layer. So this is where it gets a little more confusing because they're not going to match up completely. Like this one, we know it's the red side, and we know it has to go there, the blue. So you match the edge piece with this color, so red, and we go towards the top color, the blue. So put in our edge piece, and there you go. And now we'll work on this one. Green and orange. So you'd normally want to go here because that just seems right, but it's not. We go to our green side, put it towards our orange side. Just like that. Orange and blue, so we'll go to the orange side, orange and blue. Try not to pay attention to the center colors because those ones don't matter. This one's in the right spot, just needs to be flipped. So we're going to flip it. Okay, red. It's not the green side, it's the red side. Alright, so now we have our first two layers. I'm going to show you guys the beginner method of getting the top, because it's kind of easier to learn the first time. So we have this triangle. We're going to do our two layer, get our cross, and now we're going to put our cross in the right spot. So the green is in the right spot. This one's not because it's supposed to be orange. And not. So we're going to move it to where two of them are aligned, like you normally would. So this one, these two are good. These two aren't. So we're just going to turn our cross. We're going to put our cross in the right spot, as you normally would. So now they're all in the right spot. It looks kind of confusing, but they are in the right spot. And now we just put our corners in the right spot. This one's good, so we know we can't mess with that one. The green and red has to go here. So turn our corners, and there you go. This happened to come out well, but we all know it could have ended up like this, to where the centers are good and the corners are good, but they just have to be flipped up. So we would have just done this. And if you guys aren't familiar with those moves, watch my previous videos on how to solve a regular Rubik's Cube. and it will go in depth onto how to do those moves, those algorithms, people call them. And there you go. That's how you solve the cube into this format. And if you just want to fix it, bring the green there. You can watch my video on how I did this. And there you go. That is how you do it. And it's really fun. I recommend you try that one. Thank you.